Imagine what a storm can arise in the auto industry when the CEO of a car company himself comes out in front of the world and says that their most mysterious and talked about engine ever really exists. Yes, the CEO of Mercedes has finally announced that the YASA Flux Engine is a reality, the engine about which there were only rumors and secret discussions till now. It is being said that this engine is so powerful and built on a different technology that in the coming times, companies like Tesla, BYD and Toyota may have sleepless nights. Imagine if this engine is installed in cars, then the game of petrol, diesel and even existing electric batteries can change. But the real question is, what is so special in this engine? Will it really prove to be the game changer that the automobile industry has been looking for years? Or is it just another high-tech promise that will fade in the coming times? And if it really works, will Tesla's EV dominance be in danger? Believe me, in this video we will reveal such secrets to you that you will be forced to think about the future of automobiles. So stay with us till the end of this video because the real game has just begun. And yes, before moving on to the video, subscribe to the channel so that you can be the first to see such amazing videos. When a big company brings a revolutionary technology to the world, there are always years of hard work, research and secret strategies behind it. The same is the case with the Mercedes YASA Flux Engine. Many people think that it came to light suddenly, but the reality is that Mercedes was quietly working on this project for the last several years. They neither made much noise about it nor made big claims in the media, but kept turning this technology into reality by sitting behind the scenes. This is Mercedes's real master plan. If we look back, a wave of electric cars started rising all over the world. Between 2010 and 2015, Tesla had shown with its models at that time that EVs are not only the future but also the present. During this time, it became clear to Mercedes that if they want to maintain their hold in the future, then they should not rely only on batteries but also have to revolutionize the technology of motors. At that time, Mercedes's eyes fell on a small but innovative company from Britain, YASA. The YASA company had already started research on the axial flux motor, and their initial prototype proved that this design could change the future. Mercedes saw this as an opportunity and gradually started supporting YASA. Finally, in 2019, Mercedes took YASA completely under its control. This purchase was the most important part of Mercedes's master plan. From the outside, it seemed like a normal business deal, but in reality, this was the step that laid the foundation of the YASA Flux Engine. Mercedes then gave full funding and research support to YASA. Over the last 5 to 10 years, millions of dollars were spent on this project, and hundreds of engineers worked day and night to make this engine a reality. The company kept this project so secret that even the industry experts could not guess what Mercedes was doing. People just assumed that Mercedes was focusing on its luxury electric cars, but behind the scenes, they were working on an engine that could change the direction of the entire auto industry. The second aspect of this master plan was timing. Mercedes never launched this technology in a hurry. They knew that if an incomplete or weak product came to the market, companies like Tesla and BYD would immediately ridicule it. So Mercedes first tested it thoroughly, did thousands of hours of driving simulations, and tested it in every situation. Now, when they were completely confident that this engine would be successful, only then they announced it to the world. As if this move of Mercedes clearly shows that they have learned a lot from Tesla. Tesla always enters the market with a lot of noise, but Mercedes has kept quiet and made its move at the right time. This is their master plan: say less, do more. Do. What is the YASA Flux Engine? Think about it. Whenever we talk about cars, the first thing that comes to our mind is the engine. Earlier petrol and diesel engines ruled the roost, then gradually the era of electric cars came. But now the name that is most discussed is the YASA Flux Engine. Mercedes has revealed it, and there's a lot of discussion about it all over the world. But what exactly is this YASA Flux Engine, and why is it considered so special? Let's understand it in very simple and common language. YASA is actually a British company that worked on the technology of this engine, and later Mercedes took it under its control. This will change the attitude of investors, change the thinking of customers, change the design of vehicles, and even change energy policies. The companies that go with this change will survive, and those who are left behind will gradually disappear from the market. Whenever a new technology comes to the world, the biggest question people ask is, will it reach the common people, or will it be limited to the luxury cars of the rich? The same question is being raised today about Mercedes's YASA Flux Engine. From the information that has come out so far, it is clear that the Flux Engine will currently be installed only in luxury and high-performance cars. The biggest reason for this is its initial cost. Being a new technology, its production cost is high, and companies would like to install it first in those vehicles where the price is already high. But this does not mean that it will always be expensive. As its mass production begins and the research cost is recovered, this engine can also reach affordable cars. Now let's talk about the challenges of manufacturing. The design of the Flux engine is as unique as it is difficult to make it. Companies have been manufacturing ordinary motors for decades, but the production of axial flux motor is completely new. It requires very precise magnets and coils. It is not easy to connect and balance these machines. Mercedes may have the technology, but if it has to be installed in lakhs of vehicles, then it will have to prepare for mass production. This is the biggest challenge. Along with this comes the stress of raw materials and supply chain. Flux engines require rare earth elements such as neodymium magnets. Their supply is already limited to China and a few countries. If the demand for flux engines increases, the shortage of these metals may increase further. This will increase prices and put pressure on companies. To deal with this problem, Mercedes will have to find new suppliers and perhaps also pay more attention to recycling technology. Furthermore, the global infrastructure and market readiness for such a technological shift remain uncertain. While the engine itself is a marvel, it requires the entire vehicle to be designed around its unique characteristics. This means car manufacturers, including Mercedes itself, will need to redesign platforms and retool factories, a process that requires billions of dollars in investment and several years to implement. Additionally, the service and repair network for these advanced motors does not yet exist. Training technicians and establishing a supply chain for spare parts is a critical step that cannot be ignored if the Flux engine is to be trusted by consumers worldwide. Now the question arises, when and how will YASA Flux arrive in future cars? Mercedes is currently preparing to bring it in its luxury sports cars and high-performance models. Flux engines can be included in vehicles like their AMG series. Its advantage in SUVs will be that despite being a heavy vehicle, the Flux engine will give more torque and more power, which will make the driving experience of the SUV even more fun. At the same time, the use of Flux engines in sports cars will make them capable of competing with vehicles like Tesla's Model S Plaid. Flux engine can also bring a big change in trucks and commercial vehicles. Heavy vehicles need more power and torque. Flux engine gives more power despite being lighter, which means that electric trucks and buses will hit the roads with more range and power than before. If we look at the picture after 2030, then Flux engine can become the new standard of EV industry. Just like today, every company uses lithium-ion batteries in its cars. Similarly, in the coming time, every company can move towards motor technology like Flux. It is possible that in the coming 7 to 8 years, this technology will become so common that even cheap electric cars will start getting Flux engines. But here a big question arises. Is this really the future of EV industry, or just another corporate promise? The history of the auto industry is witness to the fact that many times companies talk big, but their technology does not turn out to be that effective as soon as it enters production and market. The real test of Flux engine will also be when it will be fitted in the vehicles of common customers and run on the roads. So now the decision is yours. Do you believe that the Flux engine will really change the future of electric vehicles, or will it fade away like other technologies in a few years? What is your opinion? do tell us in the comments. And yes, thanks for staying till the end of the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel to see such amazing and true stories.